I'm so excited to attempt sewing. I have so many ideas. I've been wanting to start sewing for a really long time, and there's so many different things that I'm really excited to try making. So for my sewing machine, I honestly had no idea which one to get, but obviously the Brother ones are really popular. So I just got the Brother XR3774, and hopefully this one works out. If any of you guys have this sewing machine, let me know and your thoughts on it. I did almost get is it a Singer, I think, one, like the heavy duty one. I almost bought that, but I just decided to go with this one because this one is a sewing and quilting machine. I don't entirely know the difference and what actually makes it a quilting machine, but let's go ahead and unbox it and get it set up. And I'm really sorry if the lighting's not great. It is a rainy, cloudy day, but honestly, it's perfect for crafting and just being cozy. Okay, so I got a lot of stuff from Amazon. I actually got this machine off Amazon as well. I got a large ruler, that way I could measure out my fabrics, and I got a lot of cute fabrics that I'm going to show you guys. I also got a zipper, but this one is metal, and I don't know if my machine can handle a metal zipper, so I did get a couple plastic ones to try. Some thread, a rotary cutter, elastic to try and make scrunchies, some little clips, and then I also got this, which is a hardware for wristlets, which that's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna make in this video. I watched a bunch of tutorials and wristlets looked like the easiest thing to start with. So I have this. Then from Hobby Lobby, I got some quilting thread, pins, a bunch of charms, and then those plastic zippers, which I think is just gonna be a lot easier, and I'm really scared to break a needle, so hopefully we don't have any problems. But let me show you all of the fabric I got. I got a lot of really cute prints, and I'm so excited. So I'll first show you the ones that I actually ordered from Michaels. They were having like a little sale on fabrics, and a lot of these were only like $5.99 or $4.99 a yard. So I got this pink flower one. I got two different cherry print. One's a little bit smaller and then one's a little bit larger. I think cherry print is so cute, so I love those. Of course, I had to get a cat print, some hearts, so it's two different heart ones. And then this fabric is actually gonna be for some gifts I'm gonna make for my mom. She really loves Snoopy, so I got this Snoopy print, and then I also got some Snoopy charms. So I'm gonna try to make her a wristlet and a makeup bag, and I'm gonna try and make those today. That way I can actually take them to her tomorrow for Easter. So we have that. Some little rainbows, bees, and then from Hobby Lobby, which you already probably saw these in the clip, I got two different like polka dot patterns. This one's more of a light pink, and then this one's kind of a like bubblegum pink. But this light pink one I thought would be super cute for inner lining to go with this strawberry fabric, which I love strawberry themed things, and that was the whole reason why I went to Hobby Lobby, is to try and find some strawberry fabric. Okay, so I'm gonna be trying it on this fabric first, and the video I watched said that for a 1-inch wristlet, you want to cut 2 inches, and then the actual length depends on how big a wristlet you want. That's okay. Okay, I made my first little start of a wristlet. The problem is I made it too small. With the like wristlet clamps I got, it needs to be bigger. Okay, I moved my setup to the kitchen dining area. We never even use this table, but I just wanted to be able to sit down and see a little bit better. So I forgot to get some like adhesive lining to add to the wristlets just to make them a little bit sturdier and kind of have more like body to them so they're not so flexible and flimsy. But I did get some quilting loft batting for bags. So I might attempt a little makeup bag and see how that goes. Everybody, it's actually the next day. I finished my very first sewing project. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst for my very first project here. So one of the issues is there's no structure. Even though I did the quilting, I don't know if that's supposed to add structure or just makes it a little bit thicker. I think it's fairly cute for myself, and I made this little wristlet to go with it. So it's just kind of like a little makeup bag. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed I was able to even do the zipper and the inner lining. So I think it's actually pretty good for my very first sewing project. So obviously it's very flat. It's not holding the body. So I did order some of this Shape Flex interfacing, adds body and support. So I'm hoping that this will actually give the bag a little more structure. So I'm gonna try making a new one and also use a different video tutorial on YouTube. But I'm gonna head to another Hobby Lobby and see if I can find some more of this. I actually thought this was a lot bigger based on the Amazon picture. I didn't even read anything. So when I got this, I was like, oh, that's not exactly what I thought it was going to be, which it is a yard. So that will be enough for maybe a couple projects, but I want to maybe get some more of this. So I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby and maybe get like some kind of ironing board, and just kind of browse around and see if they have some different fabrics at a different location. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I am back. Let me show you everything I got, and just my luck, I bought all of this fabric the other day and now it's 40% off. So I did grab a couple other designs. I got more of the pink strawberry fabric. I just think this one is so cute. I hope they never get rid of that one. It is definitely my favorite. Then I got a couple of other fabrics to use as inner lining. I think this one is going to look super cute as the inner lining to these cherries. They didn't have any more of this fabric, so otherwise I would have definitely bought more of that one. But I just think that could be So cute. And then I got a black one that I think will look adorable, and it actually matches. I didn't even realize. So I got both of these. That's just gonna be so cute. So I'm very excited to try all of these. And then I got a little white one that has like leaves on it, and I thought that one could look good with this little bee one as the inner fabric. So a lot of cute designs. Definitely check Online Michaels and Hobby Lobby for fabrics, because they have so many really cute designs. So Hobby Lobby also had a little cart that had some pre-cut fabric. So I got more of the red polka dot, and then they had this like fuchsia silky fabric. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sew on the silky fabric, but I thought this would look really pretty as a scrunchie. And lastly, for the fabrics, I got this pink and white stripe one. These might look cute. It might be too stripey. I probably should have got like a solid pink. I also got some of this polyester ribbon, and my idea for this, because it is 100% polyester, I'm thinking I should be able to sublimate on this and put my logo, so that way I can tag some of my stuff just for funsies. So yeah, I got this ribbon. It's kind of like, I guess like a cream ivory color. I got some more zippers because I need plenty of those. I know I'll probably mess up some more stuff, so I just wanted to have enough zippers. And these were actually only 99 cents, so that was really nice. And the whole main reason why I even went was to get some more of this fusible like inner lining. And this was a little bit more what I thought that one was going to be. So it's nice and big, and I got 3 yards of this, so hopefully that will be plenty. And the last thing I picked up are these little cherry kitchen towels. I just thought they were so cute. I'm really liking cherry themed things right now. I think they are adorable, especially for spring and summer. So that was the, oh wait, I also got a little square ruler. This is a quick and easy quilting block ruler, but I thought it'd be really nice for just when I need to measure out the corners for boxy bags or whatever. So I picked up that. I am going to try another boxy bag. I found a different tutorial on YouTube and kind of like a different method to make these. Of course, I move this chair over here so I can sew, and Theo takes that one, so I'll have to move him back to his little office chair. But what I did here is I just moved my sublimation printer to this desk and just scooted my heat press down. I don't really use it that often, so if I need more space, I might just stick it in the closet or put it somewhere else. But yeah, here is my little sewing section. I would maybe like to get some kind of pegboard or something to be able to put like my extra threads and scissors, so everything is really easy to grab. But yeah, so far I'm actually really liking this sewing machine. This one is a mechanical. I was going to get a digital one, but I heard the mechanical ones are easier for beginners. But yeah, of course, you come to steal mommy's chair. So I'm gonna do this little yellow bee as the outer lining. And then I'm gonna use this fabric I just bought, the white with like little leaf pattern. I'm gonna be following Jan Howell's DIY boxed zipper pouch. So that's the one I'm going to try. Craft supplies and 14 and a half, 10 and a half. So I accidentally cut one of the linings to be shorter than the other one. So I just tried to trim them all so they're all the same size. I don't know if this one is just not a great brand, but it doesn't really work that well on cutting and trimming the fabric. So I got all of those roughly probably like 10 by 14. And what is the next step?
Patterns out there that you'll just use the fusible fleece.
Okay, so the tutorial I'm following says to do a fusible fleece on the inner lining, and then she's doing a stabilizing fleece on the outside fabric. I don't have that, and I kind of wanted mine to have the quilting effect, so I wonder if I can do quilting, like quilt batting for the outside and then do the stabilizer for the inside to give it a little body. I might try that because I really want to have the quilting on the outside. I'm gonna cut some batting and some fusible lining and then go ahead and fuse it to the inner lining and then maybe do the quilting on the outside lining. I just got done quilting the first outer piece. I think it looks really cute. I love the quilting effect, and it kind of like a little honeycomb with the bees. I don't even know. I think you can see the quilting. So I've seen a couple tutorials where they quilt from the batting side and run it up with this up through the sewing machine, and then other tutorials quilt from the top lining. So I don't know which is better, what different look it gives. I just figured I would go from the top so I could actually see the design and the threading better. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and then I think we'll be ready to start putting pieces together. So I'm gonna cross my fingers this works out. I'm done quilting my two outer pieces and fusing the structure padding on my inner pieces. I'm ready to sew on the zipper. I wasn't sure if this machine came with a zipper foot, and thankfully it did. And it's super easy to remove. You just hold this little lever down in the back and this just pops right down, and then you hold it back to pop the new foot in. So super easy. I'm going to try to sew the zipper in, and the tutorial basically just said to ride the like zipper teeth all the way down until I feel the actual zipper part. Once I get to that, or right before, I will stop sewing, raise up the foot, and then zip the zipper closed and then continue down. So that is what I'm going to do. Finished with the one side of the zipper. Now it's time to add the other pieces.
Nice. Side.
Sewing along this part right here with the zipper and all of the layers was really difficult because it's so thick. So I tried to go really slow so I would not break a needle. I did have to kind of move the presser foot around to be able to get over the zipper part. But now it's time to actually turn this inside out. Definitely a lot of areas where I did not get the seam all the way, but I still think it turned out really cute. And this one definitely has a lot more structure than the first one I made without the fusible lining. As you can tell, this one's really flat and this one is holding the boxy shape. But yeah, a lot of trial and error, but I'm having a lot of fun and I cannot wait to make many more projects. I hope you enjoyed watching me learn how to sew, and I'll see you in my next video very soon. Bye!